Welcome everyone back to our class. Oh, you are really study hard. Ever wondered what makes your immune system tick? Or maybe sneeze? Meet interleukin 4 or IL-4. It's a tiny messenger born from T helper 2 cells that's been causing quite a stir since its discovery in 1982. This little guy is the puppet master behind B cell growth and switching antibodies to the IgE type, the one linked to allergies. Its story is a quick one: discovered, isolated, cloned, and then bam, a similar protein, IL-13, showed up. Let's dive into this fascinating molecule. So, who are these IL-4 party animals? They're mainly hosted by Th2 cells, but also found chilling in mast cells, basophils, and even those cool NKT cells. Genetically, it's tucked away on chromosome 5q31.1 in humans and chromosome 11 in mice. Think of it as having a VIP address. Now, how do they decide when to throw a party? The cell uses fancy controls like chromatin modifications and transcription factors like GATA3 to turn the IL-4 gene on or off. You'll find them hanging out in lymph nodes, the immune system's social hubs, and they love showing up at trouble spots like heart attack zones or lung inflammation areas. Pretty nosy, right? Alright, let's get to the juicy part. What does IL-4 actually do? It's the ultimate influencer for CD4 positive T cells, pushing them down the Th2 path. Think of it as the bouncer at the Thu club, only letting certain types of B cells through and telling them to crank up IgE production, which is great for fighting parasites, but not so much for allergies. But here's where it gets spicy. IL-4 is a Janus-faced character. In one scenario, like after a heart attack, it helps repair by calming macrophages into M2 mode. Flip the script, and in lung infections or high blood pressure, it can kickstart fibrosis. It even dabbles in regulating other immune players, helping fat cells grow and even nudging muscle regeneration. Talk about versatile. Okay, so how does this tiny protein command such a big stage? It all comes down to its receptors. There are two main types. Type I, found on blood cells, uses the IL-4R alpha chain plus the gamma C chain. Type 2, on other cells, pairs IL-4R alpha with IL-13R alpha 1. Once bound, it triggers a cascade. The main highway is the JAK-STAT6 pathway. IL-4 DOX activates JAK enzymes which phosphorylate STAT6, sending it to the nucleus to flip on genes like GATA3, the master switch for Th2 cells. There's also a side route via PI3K and AKT, which handles cell growth and keeping cells alive. It's like having multiple remote controls for different cellular functions. Now, let's bring this down to earth. Where does IL-4 show up in our lives? Well, it's heavily involved in allergies, think asthma and eczema, thanks to that IgE boost and through activation. It's a double-edged sword in autoimmune diseases, sometimes fanning the flames like in hepatitis, other times putting out fires like in diabetes. Interestingly, it can fight certain cancers by rallying anti-tumor macrophages, but low levels after a heart attack can really mess with recovery. This complexity is why it's a hot target. Drugs like dupilumab block its action to treat asthma and eczema, while researchers are exploring giving it directly to fight cancer. So IL-4 isn't just a lab curiosity, it's a major player in health and disease. That's the whirlwind tour of IL-4.